yo. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year...
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cliff able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson now. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. A very solid gain of 27. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Jackson. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Easy.
This is Marshall. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Breeze now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Take it at the 37. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Detroit!
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Here we go.
On the toss, here's Allen. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Kill, 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 kill.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies him like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
From his end zone, it's Breeze on 3rd and long. It's a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Gone.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Gone.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throws Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
On 1st down, Breeze throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. They'll run with Marshall, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Jackson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Kill!
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Breeze. And this is Central Florida's Traquan Smith, his first NFL catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Not too many teams that use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Jackson now, looking to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And able to find John Brown. A big gain of 31 on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To throw, it's Breeze. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the ends. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Marshall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Breeze on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turn.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun! Here we go now. Blue landed.
After the interception, here's Jackson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And some room to run now. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Shakes off the sand, and now running right through him. Steps away to his... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door jar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze going to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, what a juke into space. Again the juke. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 45 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, two. Ready. You ready?
Now Breeze got to have this one. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
21. Yellow lady.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to dock my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Hey, kill. Let him. Ready.
One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game.